we are going to learn a new directive which is with the name ng-change. If you see in that same website, I have added a new HTML page with the name directive_change. And now in this web page, we are going to add reference of AngularJS. After this, I'm just going to do one thing. This time, I'm not adding a separate JavaScript file. Instead of that, inside the same page, I'm adding a script tag inside which we are going to write a JavaScript code for our Angular. In my case, I'm creating a new module with the name my module angular.module. We already know inside this we have to pass the name of the module, so I'm passing the same name as my variable name, my module. And now after this, for this module, we are going to create a controller with the help of my module.controller. We are giving a simple name of controller like I'm giving X, and after that the logic of this controller is going to be written inside a function in which we know that the first parameter should be $scope. Inside this function, to write logic, we know that we can use $scope. With the help of that, I'm creating a new variable with the name click counter, and I'm initializing that thing as a 0. Same way, with the help of $scope, we can create a functions also. So I'm creating a function with the name check, and inside this function, we are going to write a logic. Inside this function, we are going to do $scope dot click counter plus plus. In short, I have a simple check function which is actually going to do increment of this click counter every time when I call that. Now after this, we have to use this logical code inside our view, so we need to add a controls inside this body. For that, I'm going to quickly do copy and paste, and if you see, I have some HTML code now in which I have a simple div tag which is connected with my controller X, which is there on the top. After that, we have two input type checkbox. In short, we have two checkboxes, and if you see, the checkboxes are having ng model directive inside that, which are actually connected with the same kind of model name. This shows me that both the checkboxes are actually binded with the same kind of source. Technically, when you run this particular application at that time, if you check mark first checkbox, then we automatically check the second checkbox, because both are having same binding connection. In my first checkbox, I have added ng-change directive, which is actually useful when you want to do some logical stuff when you change in a particular control. As you can see, the point which I want to prove right now is this, that my two different checkboxes which are binded with the same model, still my function call is going to happen when I'm going to check mark the first checkbox only. If I check mark my second checkbox at runtime, still that will not call the check function because it's not connected directly with that particular control. To get the output and to understand the output properly, I have passed my model and my click counter in my expression below that, so that we can see the values of this at runtime. Now the only thing which is missing in this is inside a body tag, we need to give ng app, which is going to take the name of my module, which is my module. So my module is connected with this and my controller is connected with my ng controller. Let's quickly check this by running this page in a browser. If I run this page in a browser, you can see it's showing me two checkboxes. If I check mark first one, it's automatically checking the second one. If I uncheck the second one or check, it's again connected with the first one. So these two checkboxes are actually doing check and uncheck at a time because both are connected with the same model. But if I check mark on first checkbox, then and then it's doing counter increment. If I check mark on second checkbox, it's not doing any counter increment because ng-change is going to connect with a particular control event. If the control is changing from the other control, that will not affect that particular call. In real life examples, sometimes in some projects, we need this kind of requirement. At that time, ng change is going to help us. Thank you.